Hey everyone, new season time. We're back from Brawl. I think this is the first video that I'm doing back from Brawl. Summoner Fest, whatever you want to call it. Kabam Nerd Meetup, whatever you want to call it. Actually less nerdy than I thought. Lots of solid human beings. But anyway, the season has started. I'm a bit behind on grabbing my grey boost because I just didn't grab anything for like the whole week of Brawl. Whoops. But I think we know what this season's going to include a lot of. I have got Mr. Sinister. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of this. R.I.P. Dark Phoenix, I guess. You know, we've already taken a die to immortality. This is with no beneficial boosts. Mutant skill and unscience are all just kind of shit. So, yeah, that was the first fight. 40-ish seconds. We've got a cosmic charge, and yeah, that is the most health we're going to take, the entire, like, thing. Actually, that might be a slight lie, but we'll get to it when it comes. But yeah, Sinister with full Trinity this season is going to be a bit violent. This is only a 9-war season because Kabam's messing things around to bring us back our Lord and Saviour Big Thing. Speaking of thing, this thing is gonna get violated. The poor guy. There is a fight later on where I have an obscene number of cosmic charges, and I thought it was this one. But here we have 2 cosmics, 2 mystics, so I got all beneficial buffs. Quickly kill him off, very nice. And now we are on to a 2.7.1 serpent. The fights are fast, I realise. I'm struggling to keep up myself. But anyway, Thorn Serpent. And, that's a fair few cosmics I've got there. So, yeah, we're starting this fight off with 5 cosmics. Which means that our 10 degens is doing 35k a tick. I also just paused that, so Serpent's down to his 1%. In, I think that was approximately 15 seconds. I'm going to throw another SB1, and he's going to hit me with an SB3. Who fucking cares? I am Mr. Sinister. Does a decent bit of damage, but he's dead. Yeah, one of the hardest fights on the map, just absolutely obliterated by Sinister. You do have to, like, negotiate for taking an SB3, but, like, it doesn't matter much, you know. You'll take 25% of your health because of an equity, and you'll either heal it back up or he's already dead, so who cares? And because of that, we now have 2 cosmic charges minimum every single fight. We've got 2 cosmics and a science minimum per fight. So here we get 3 cosmics, 1 mystic, 2 science, and a mutant. So the main part about this Atuma fight is technically the most tricky I've got, because I can't just stun him, right? You know, it's Atuma. You can't just stun the guy. So what I'm going to do is twofold, really. I'm going to try and use just being passive to be able to keep pausing my stuff. And the main thing about this fight is you need to get 1 full heavy charge off to start gaining your bleeds. That's all you really need to do, you know. Everything after that, you can basic him down because you've got cosmic charges. You can do pretty much whatever you want. So yeah, that's another very easy fight. But now we're on the mini-bosses that should in theory be a bit more spicy, right? You know, they've got a couple more nodes, they've got a bit more health. No. Just no. Just no. They're just still fucking easy. That, by the way, was 12 degens on without the Vicious, because it just about dropped off. And it's going to pretty much take down to the death... sorry, not the death immunity, wrong champion. It's going to take down to the Nightmare Outbreak straight away. I quickly put 1 more degen on, and it takes Kindred out. The fights are just so easy. Like, there's not really much for me to commentate. All you need to know as Sinister is, if you've got a decent planner, or you're planning for yourself, get some Cosmics and Mystics, and wipe everything off the map. You know, like, some alliances will try Apocalypse Ban to get rid of one of his synergies. Literally won't matter. Like, just take each of these fights and increase their length by about 50%. Like, you'll see that they're still safe. I finish on max health most fights. I'm doing 36k a tick damage to this Luma. Like, it just doesn't matter. Like, I charge at the end, he hits me once, wow, who cares? 20-second fight against Illuma on the final mini-island. That is absurd. But anyway, on to the boss. Now, this one is funny. This was done the day after everything else because I was blocked. So I'm only medium boosted here because I knew the war was over, plus Sinister is already now juiced through his mind. So 2 Mystics and 3 Cosmics. Full skill as well because, I don't know, give me more useless stuff, I guess. And a Science. We are going to be at max health for this entire fight because we've got the Bleed doing no damage, the Exhaustions doing no damage, the Rage doing no damage, and then the Poison is doing like 300. Oh, and guess what? We just got rid of the Poison. So yeah, very easy. Sinister's also immune to reverse controls, so I don't know if you wanted this to be even more OP and easy. You don't have to deal with that mechanic. And Jean is already at half of her health, and we are 40 seconds in. Like, this champ is obscene. Like if anyone was ever wondering, oh, why does Sinister keep getting banned? It's this. It is this. It is exactly this problem. Like, it doesn't matter what Jean does to me here. Like, look, she, like, throws a combo into me. Who cares? I'm going to heal it all up. Oh, you gave me some Neuroshocks. Could be a shame if I threw them back at you too. So look, now you're just dying. I can just get pauses off and be healing a shit ton at the same time. Now you're just dead. GG's. First war of the season, 7 fights, no deaths, not even close to dying. Took out a Dark Phoenix, a Serpent, and the Gene Boss. All with one champion. Absolutely obscene stuff. 1 minute 8 for the first boss of the season. Medium boosted. Medium boosted. So yeah, that was certainly a war of all time. And there's going to be 8 more of those, so I'm essentially just going to be creating a catalogue of Sinister can do these fights, and it's going to look dumb. But yeah, hopefully there'll be some interesting Sinister fights towards the end of the season. Maybe there'll be a fight where I get like 6 Cosmic Charges or something and just see like the true insanity. But anyway, now we're on to the mini account where, oh, Salty was against Iso8a, by the way, and Faye is against SSX, who does not seem to be pushing, based on the ban combo. They banned Venom and Carnage, which, I mean, isn't exactly, you know, your top 2 war attackers, so I'm going to go with the not pushing. The mini account, we are going with a very known loadout for this first war. We are going with our Zola, our Wolf, and our Onslaught, and we are taking a pretty decent string of fights, some pretty challenging fights, but nothing crazy. I have done all of these fights at least once before. Thanks Red Skull for hitting me with that heal block, dick. But anyway, against this Red Skull though, I have put it on 2 times speed again because it's just long and boring. My Zola still isn't awakened, so I don't even have the extra burst damage yet, which is even longer and boringer, because that's a word. But yeah, this is like coming to the end now. 4% left. I'm just gonna do 2 more heavies and he's dead. Took a lot of damage, but that fight is just so boring. It's just get me out of that fight. Trick for that fight though, if you go below 60% health, go for your SB3, because below 60% health is when he can kill you in a single, like, quintuple resist. And obviously you don't want that. Again, I was slow on getting my boosts for the season because of the Summoner Fest. So there'll be a few of these fights where it's like, oh, you should be using a boost here, but because we knew we was against an alliance that we have got easily beaten, I didn't use a boost. Does make 1 or 2 fights a bit more riskier. Cough, cough, wolf. But yeah, this is just so that I can save them for the later wars where it actually matters. It's a smaller season, so yeah, it should be fine now that I'm doing this. But anyway, RIP Enchantress. Rest in pieces, I guess. 40-second fight for Zola, because, yeah, just a bit of a menace, you know, just push them near the wall. Enchantress is SB1 locked, she SB2 locks herself, so she can only SB3 you, so just absolutely shred her. Okay, now then, dear God, this fight was fucking terrifying. Wolf versus 2.9.1 Serpent, Cold Snap and Poison. Done this before a few times, right? You'll remember. And each time it's been pretty fine. The main thing to remember is just when you're in the final phase, the death immunity, Just keep the ruptures on him. Don't care if you're taking hazard damage, just keep the ruptures on. You know, it's better to just kill him straight away than to try and save a potion and then die. But anyway, this fight is starting fine. We do a good 20%-ish. Get to my curse. It's in poison phase as well, so this is a good time to throw it. I'll get, like, no hazard stuff. So, yeah, doing a good amount of damage. We get one cold snap on us, which is fine. I've got energy resist stat focus, so we are healing from this because of the combination with our with the fear. Throw another SB2. We get 3 cold snaps on us, which isn't good, but I saw that and I'm like, okay. Slightly expensive potion cost, but like it's dealable. We're now building up to another SB2, and now this is where it gets dicey. 5 fucking cold snaps, and you can see my health is starting to melt away, and I'm like, oh shit. How did we get here? But anyway, he gets pushed to death immunity. There is still 4 cold snaps on me, but I decide at this point I just have to hope that they won't kill me, because I need to keep those ruptures on him. You know, I cannot eat that SB3, and we just about live. But oh my god, that 5 cold snaps after that special, abhorrent. Very scary. Don't do that again. Because, yeah, I essentially was literally hoping at the end of that fight that they will expire before they kill me, because there was no other way around it. If I stopped hitting to back off, I was dead from SB3 anyway. So, yeah, that was kind of spooky. Some pretty bad RNG, but we move. Now we're onto this Modok with Incinerate, Bleed, and One Eye Open. I don't care about taking some tiny One Eye Open damage from like when the Neuros are on, because this is my only Onslaught fight. Plus, it's just worth it to get a better flow of the fight going. You know, get your Daunted up, get your openings for your heavies. You can heavy counter Modok as long as you do a light attack after the like as the heavy's expiring. So yeah, this is a pretty simple fight. And simple is probably the wrong word. It is a difficult fight because obviously you're going non-tactic versus tactic, and Modok's a bit of a dick. But if you play it right, because of the incinerates, you will just cook him. You will just win. Like here, I'm trying to get a fucking heavy out of him, and he doesn't want to give one. So now we're just resetting. I used the relic there so I don't get punished because he went unstoppable mid-heavy, so that's fine. And now we're just going to build up to one more SB2. We get another Incinerate on us, so this will just completely kill. Wait for him to stand up and dash into us. Throw it, even though he's unstoppable. The degen still apply, and dead. Dead. So yeah, pretty easy fight overall, as long as you can get the spacing on that heavy right, which isn't too hard, but you know, it's just one of those that takes a little bit of practice. Okay. Now we are on to the 2 mini-bosses I have. We have got this 44 Yelena. We fought this a few times. Wolf's really good here. Pretty much poison immune. He's got the 9% reduction. And then Rupture while you're hitting the block most of the time anyway. So, yeah. Pretty easy fight for Wolf. He counters Yelena pretty well, unless you get intercepted. He counters Yelena pretty well, though, because you're only hitting block. So, like, you're not having to, like, risk intercepts, risk trying to parry, get impact charges, all that nasty stuff. And the second reason is you don't hit much, so it is difficult for her to get to elimination. Like, in this fight, she won't enter elimination. She'll get over 100 combo right at the end, sure, but she'll never actually enter that elimination mode. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, we fired off one SB2, and what I'm going to do here, because my power is higher than I want it to be, I'm going to throw an SB1 to lower my power, and now I'm at a perfect amount of power to do 2 more howls, gain 2 bars of power, take me back to 10 charges, and then an SB2 should pretty much wipe her out. So yeah, this is pretty chill now. 30% left, yeah, pretty easy. And yeah, the only mistake, quote unquote, in this fight was the intercept slipping, so yeah, apart from that, there's been absolutely no issues. There's the second SB2 off, and then I just full combo her, and she dies. Pretty simple. And now, last fight we're against Solvark, TJ Solvark. Fuck you, TJ. No, I'm joking. TJ's a nice person. He is British, though, because who likes the British? Disgusting. But anyway, on to this Solvark again, and we fought this one a few times too. Two main things to watch is that he's awakened, so don't try and throw an unblockable SB2 at him, otherwise he'll just block it and laugh at you. Second thing is just try and not block, because obviously you don't want him to start messing around with the inexorable, which I decide to not take my own advice and let him block a hit, and block a hit of his, so yeah. But anyway, that goes off. We howl, we're about to be up at 10, and first SB2 goes off. This is a very chunky Solvark. It's like 850k health. So this is going to take, I believe it's 3 SB2s to kill. But that is fine. Aspect of Evolution doesn't really get much of a grip on the fight here, because you're hitting blocks, so he very rarely throws specials. Like, he'll throw like maybe 3 or 4 SB1s in an entire fight, which, I mean, Aspect of Evolution is 5% per power bar, so the stats increase by 20% by the end of the fight. Like, you know, it's just nobody really cares. But anyway, nearly at 50% now, which is quite good. It means that we will need a 10 charge SB3 and then just a 10 charge SB2 and then just another SB2. But there we go. We rip off that second SB2. Pretty good damage. Below 30%, dropping pretty quickly. And now, yeah, just to build up again, and we are going to, I believe, just throw an SB2 at some point. Because, yeah, at 20% now, and he's got, like, pretty much nothing. He's got no armors. He's got none of his orange charges. He just pretty much can't do anything to me. He does knock me down because I'm bad, but I throw an SB2 right back at him. Hey, that's an MCOC node. And, yeah, now it's just unbelievably dead. 2-minute fight. Pretty decently efficient, but yeah. Season starting off, Salty dropped 2 death wall, so pretty strong start from us against Iso8a. Pretty good start, like, going forward for the season. And then Faye, out of nowhere, dropped a 3 death wall, which for Faye standards, pretty goddamn good. So yeah, see you all in War 2. Pretty clean start to the season.